Hello, good morning everybody. Happy Friday. Making sure we are live here. It's Eliza with Prisma Homes, Keller Williams, Cherry Hill. Making sure we are good to go here. I apologize, I am 1 minute late. That never happens, but it did today because somebody was here to see it in person. Tomorrow is the open house. Today is the virtual tour. So had to help them real quick. I always love when people are excited and want to come see it. I am here at the incredible 305 Crest Ave, Haddon Heights, New Jersey. Really cool home. Response has been amazing so far. We just listed 48 hours ago, not even. Yeah, I think it was Wednesday morning. So we are just 2 days into this listing. It's a cool one. I'm so excited to take you through. So much character, so much thought and love and really beautiful decisions that have been made in this home. Really special house. So I'm gonna take you through. We will start on the main floor, we'll go upstairs, we will do downstairs. I think I have enough Wi-Fi signal to get you into the basement today, and then we'll go outside. And outside is really, really special, as is inside, of course. So again, we are in Haddon Heights, New Jersey. We are right on the border. We're like a block out of Haddonfield. This is a really interesting section here. I would recommend taking a look on Google Maps if you're not familiar. Sometimes this gets called the East Side neighborhood. That term has sort of fallen away. We're very close to Tavistock Hills and Tavistock Country Club. Again, we're 1 block out of Haddonfield. We're close to the high school. We're right in the mix. And one of the nice things about this location, which we'll talk all about at the end, is that you're just close to everything. So can't go wrong. So it is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath home. There is a very clear 3rd bedroom opportunity here. I always skew on the side of not sort of over-promising on bedrooms because 2 are upstairs together, but absolutely can do 3 bedrooms here. So we'll talk all about that when we see it together. If you're just tuning in for the first time here on a virtual tour today, this is just like an open house. You can ask me questions. You can ask me to see something a little closer. Whatever you guys want. We can be chatty. You can watch quietly. It's totally up to you. But just kind of direct me around. I love to be really interactive with you when we are live. Now, if you're watching this later, because we post it, once it's done filming, it does get posted and kept online. Just send us a DM with those questions. We will get them answered for you as quickly as possible, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Again, 305 Crest Ave. We are priced here at a very competitive $585. We do already have an offer in with more expected. No deadline set yet, although I do anticipate potentially doing that soon, so stay tuned. I am the listing agent, Eliza. My teammate Jenny will be here tomorrow at the open house, so come see Jenny. All are welcome. We want you to come see this home and experience it. What else do I want to tell you? Again, gorgeous outdoor space, including a detached garage that I'm going to try to show you. We'll be live for probably 25 to 30 minutes here, so just buckle up, and I think we can get started. We have a beautiful day, beautiful house, everything's beautiful. Yeah, let's get started, okay? Turn this around. There we go. Hardest part of the tour, turning the camera. All right, so let me just adjust this down. We're gonna start at the front door here. Let me get my levels right. Okay, so front door at my back, and you sort of enter into this great room style living room. I'm gonna pan this slowly here. Look at how pretty, and you're gonna start seeing character and charm right away. It sort of has a foyer without being a designated foyer. Some of these homes, especially Capes, you sort of enter right in to like the main living space. This does not do that. So main living space I would consider from the back of this couch forward, but you get, look at this, to come into. Those are custom built closets right there. You can use one or both as a coat closet. So putting everything away. I love that bench right there. Kind of sit down, take shoes off, get settled. This charming nook right here. Let me back up this way and show you. And do you see my shadow moving around? This home receives such an abundance of natural light that I barely turned lamps on. So that's going to be important. Like, look at the floor. Look at the way the sunlight, that dappled sunlight, comes into this home and absolutely illuminates, breathes life, like just gives you the very best vibes. I love this first impression area. And then again, you see how bright it is today, that door is kind of like blown out just with sunlight. But you come in, sconce on the wall right there, and look at this first impression. Absolutely charming. Painted white fireplace. Got a gas fireplace right there. So this is your focal point. And look at that. We have beautiful pictures on this. Highly recommend just taking a look at the listing photos. If this is your first time seeing the home, listing photos are really, really helpful. Nothing's quite as good as coming and standing in the home with us tomorrow or booking a private showing. And then something I want to point out to you is the usable space over here. If you have a gaming table, if you wanted to place a TV and angle your couches a little differently, you've got 2 corners of sunlight here. Plants love this house. Look at how much the plants love it. So much beautiful light. But this is highly usable space, and every single angle is pretty. Now you'll notice skylights in this home. You can count them with me as we go. We can't quite see the one yet, but there's a beautiful skylight in that stairwell. Really, really beautiful the way the light comes in what would otherwise be kind of like a dark staircase, because it's just doesn't have any window opportunity. It's on the complete interior of the home. And then this curved banister, hold on, let me show you. Wrought iron, beautiful elements here, a lot of preservation, a lot of really thoughtful classic changes, but this room is just everything. And we've only done one room so far, you guys. I'm gonna have to move it along a little quicker because there's so much to see. But honestly, this is it, right? This is, people come in, they go, what a beautiful home. And they haven't even seen the half of it yet. So absolutely gorgeous. You could think of it as a formal living room. We do have a family room addition to talk to you about on the other side of the home, but 10 out of 10. I love the windows, the natural wood trim. You can absolutely paint white if you have to. I think that it really sort of speaks to the character of this home, the wood trim, but if it's not your style, you just change it. And then we've got 2 ways into the kitchen. I'm gonna take you in this way, and we will enter in through the eat-in space, and the beauty continues. For anyone just joining us, we are at 305 Crest Ave in Haddon Heights, and we are now entering what I would consider a luxury kitchen. It is huge. It spans the entire width of the home. This was redone in 2017 with precision and artistry. So you see this big area right here that we start with. You can put a leaf in this table. You could probably seat 6 or 8 people easily, even more if you had a bigger table. And the first thing you'll notice, if you choose to come in this way, remember you can also come through that way, which we'll do later so you get both impressions. Look at this. I'm trying to figure out the exact wording of it. It's a sidebar, it's kind of a breakaway, it's a china cabinet, it's not quite a butler's pantry, but could be used that way. It's just because it's flat against the wall, but an absolute solution to service, storage, so many things. And then this way, look at this cook's kitchen and look at the way the light is filtering in. It's absolutely stunning. So this is not a fixture. This is a piece of furniture here on this island, but what a great spot for one. And then you've got a dream situation for cooking. I mean, to have a gas range in the center, beautiful floating hood, all that storage to the right. Whoops, I lost you for 1 second. Wi-Fi is battling me these days. So much storage and prep space, honestly. And then with the natural light coming through, I love the hanging lamps. We've got pans, beautiful cast iron pans to the left on that rack. This is everything, right? And then the refrigerator's right here. So we're gonna make our classic cook's triangle here. Stove, fridge, sink over here. Doesn't get much better than this, you guys. That's the mudroom. We'll go into that next. And then over on this side of the home, facing the back, look at all this countertop space, and you're looking out on a beautiful yard through that narrow pass right there. And wait till you see this backyard. Give my iPhone a moment to meter correctly. When it's this bright out, everybody, sometimes things look a little darker on the camera just because the contrast is really high. Sometimes a gray day is a little bit easier. It is metering pretty well. This is a darker wood, and then these are like a cream, a white, an off-white. Look at the listing photos if you want to just be certain on colors, but look at this palette, the materials, this backsplash. Hold on. Let me show you the backsplash. Isn't this gorgeous? Perfect choice there. I don't know, can you imagine cooking in this kitchen? Because I certainly can. Nice updated flooring. Classic choices. These homeowners just had really good instincts. They did everything right. And this is a huge space. Now, you've probably already been peeking in here. This is our family room. Look up. We've got some beautiful beams up top, ceiling fan, recessed lighting. We've got the, oh my God, my brain. French door. Trying to remember the name of the window up top. Transom, I think that's where it's a semicircle that sits on top of a door. 2 windows on that side. So much light. I mean, that's going to be consistent throughout the home. Got hardwood flooring in here. 2 windows on this side, so very symmetrical. But, just look, walking into the home, look at this. It's like, looks like a magazine. Color choices are on point, very earthy, neutral, classic palette. You don't really even have to paint, to be completely honest. I know sometimes people like to. And then here's where you start to get the connection to the exterior. Now, I think most of the time you'd probably go out through the mudroom, because if you have a mudroom, why not? But just imagine for a second, you have people over, they're in this beautiful space, and they walk out to this. And we'll do the full outside at the end, everybody. There is a very natural, easy connection here, interior to exterior, where one is just as beautiful as the other, and it feels very well put together. Close that up. And then back into your beautiful house. Come up here, grab a drink. I'm imagining like parties, holidays, birthdays, and then again, like heavenly kitchen, right? Stainless steel appliances, all of this added lighting. And when they did the kitchen, they put on this mudroom edition, which is so smart. Look at this. So you come in, this is the side of the home where the driveway is. Come right in the back door here, through a covered awning. It's a Trex, small Trex decking there. Come right in. Oh, I love a wind chime. And again, the connection is here. I can't wait. We're going to explore this full outside together. Gardens, beautiful, green grass, mature trees, everything. But let me show you with my back up to this, nice area for a bench and some hooks. If you've got groceries, you unload them right here. Look at that shot. And now you're probably starting to understand why this home is resonating with people. It's a beauty. Powder room is here. One thing I'll point out is that it's a nice big powder room. You never know when you're going to need an accessible powder room for guests. We found that out the hard way in my house, where a family member was having some mobility issues and had a walker, and we found out powder room is very small and not very accessible. That is not the case here. One more look at this gorgeous living room. So accessibility is an A+ for that powder room. And now we're going upstairs. Now I mentioned to you, let me get you up here, this very bright staircase. Let me see if, yeah, there we go. Skylight there. You can count the skylights in the home with me. We're gonna find them. I know you probably saw some in the family room. I panned up to them. I don't know that I pointed them out directly. And again, remember we have this listed as a 2-bedroom home. It is capable of being a 3-bedroom. The two are up here together. So I would consider this the primary. You're gonna see 2 more skylights. Look at this. And remember, we're kind of in a side turned cape. It looks like a small colonial from the street craftsman style. It's a cape, it's side turned. It's one of these where we're like, oh, we wish we could put multiple categories. So this angled ceiling is typical. Absolutely love this space. This blue color, the natural wood, the beautiful hardwoods, big closets, a three-door closet there. 2 windows in addition to the 2 skylights. So we can actually, let me show you with everything turned off. This is all lights off in this room during the day. This house, you barely need anything except at night. So economical and beautiful. Turn these back on. Yeah, I didn't even have to turn on all the lamps in this home for this virtual tour. I love these doors. These are solid wood, not original, but very, very era appropriate. Really lovely choice on doors up here. Next, we will take a look at the full bath. So we've got 2 sinks, tons of storage. Nice big shower tub combo. Big tub. Hold on, let me pan down here. Really nice and large, neutral tile. All put together so beautifully. Lots of light and a window. Toilet being around that corner there. And again, this beautiful door. Beautiful hardware too on all of this. And then bedroom 2. Very similar to the first. We've got the 2 skylights, just 1 window in here because of the roof line right there, which is the addition, I believe. Yep, so mudroom to the right, family room addition to the left. I'll give this a minute to meter. There we go. Beautifully bright room, a blue-gray color. Again, like, I don't even know that you need to paint if you buy this house. So much beauty. Fan, lots of space, beautiful hardwoods. I'm saying beautiful too much, I apologize. I'm gonna try and find some other adjectives. The hardware, nice choice there. And guys, remember, if you want to see anything, just say so. I'll open up, you know, a closet, show you anything you want to see, well, almost anything. I don't crawl into like any attics or crawl spaces during virtual tours, even though I've been asked. And then one more look in here for the upstairs. And the bathroom right in the middle. Was it originally a 3-bedroom? Lara, that's a great question. Educated guess, I would say no, but it wouldn't be out of the question. That's a smart question though, because sometimes when we see a 2-bedroom home, it was like somebody just enlarged something. I will revisit and loop back with you on that because I don't know the answer. What a smart question. We're gonna try to do the basement. Sometimes Wi-Fi doesn't love when I do basements and I lose my signal. If that happens, I will run back up the stairs. So this is a little automatic light here, and I wanna make sure before we go too far down, this is the 3rd bedroom opportunity. So just in case I lose you by going down further, look at the listing photos. Understand that this is a perfectly usable bedroom, office, guest space, playroom, anything you want, because there's a full egress with steps up and out. So in case of emergency, absolutely could get up and out through here. That window opens and you have safe passage. There's lighting, finished ceiling, finished walls, nice floor. And let's see if I can get you around. closet. Didn't turn that light on, but you see nice storage here. If you're using it as a bedroom, you do get a closet. I love having an office set up at that window. Again, the brightness of this home, the natural light in this home extends to the lowest level with the windows. So highly, highly usable third bedroom opportunity. And I know if my family bought this house, my teen would be like, that's my room, away from all of you. And then on this other side, you could do a fourth bedroom down here. I think the more likely is exactly what you're seeing here, is like workspace, craft room, playroom, gaming setup, that kind of thing. This is so perfect if you work from home, have a hobby that you need space for. The built-ins at the center there are wonderful. These are sort of just access closets. You can do some storage in here, but they're mostly access for things like the meter, etc. But can house some storage. So all this space, love the way it connects. Great neutral palette. Now this is where I could lose you going in here, but we have a massive unfinished space for storage. So all this storage and HVAC to the right. HVAC is only several years old, so you've got definitely some time there. Laundry's over here, and look how big this is. You can put everything away. You can do a refrigerator down here if you want to. I knew I was gonna lose you if I went in there, so I'm not gonna, but I hope you saw it. Hold on, we'll try one more time. Boom, boom, huge, huge storage space, laundry room. You can do a workshop. Oh, hi, that's me. And then back over here. So I know I lost you for a sec there. If you would like a picture of that unfinished portion of the basement, I can send it. We didn't publish it because they're not the prettiest to look at, but the opportunity is fantastic. That's the home. We have looked at the inside. It's 1,500 square feet. What I will say about the size of this home is it's not a huge house, but the important spaces are big. Kitchen, living, the family room addition. This is a house wonderful for either hosting or not hosting. You be the judge. You want to have people over? Don't have them over. I feel that way quite often. Like, please don't come over. If you like to do holidays at your home, this, although we're in 1,500 square feet, again, the spaces required for doing that are huge. And we're gonna go outside, you guys. So I am really excited. Just get this closed a little bit behind me so no bugs are coming in. And we have the most beautiful day. To the left is almost like a secret garden. Look at how pretty this is. And that right there is that basement window, the walk-up, full egress. It is so bright out here. I see like some contrasty shots here, but I'm gonna do my best to really show it. I'm in bright sunlight. Huge patio, paver patio. All this room to gather, enjoy, dine al fresco, a gazebo. The gazebo is for sale in as-is condition. That's not unusual. Usually we make sheds, gazebos, pergolas, anything like that as is, because they're not really part of the home. Nothing wrong with it, just as is. Look at that garage. I'm going to try and get you all the way out to the garage, but I know I'll lose my signal. Love this tree. This is a fig tree. Hold on, let me show you some figs. Look, you see the figs? I asked them if they eat these. They said yes, they're wonderful. Now, that's the kitchen window in there over the sink. This is the back of the mudroom with that composite decking that I mentioned. The driveway is down this way. I'll go out front and show it to you. And you can fully open these gates up and pull a car in. You can even, if you're doing bikes, lawnmowers, anything like that, go right out that gate into that picturesque garage. Garages don't get much prettier than that. Don't you love the backyard, Lara? Oh my gosh, just to have this space. It is extra deep. This is a big lot. And we're backing up to Haddonfield here. So you really feel like you're just right there. It is Haddon Heights. Haddon Heights is such a wonderful town. And we are minutes from downtown Haddonfield, downtown Haddon Heights, Audubon, Collingswood, Haddon Township. Can get to Cherry Hill really easily. 295 is maybe a 1.5 minute drive from here. It would be exit 29 or 30 that you could get to really easily, I believe. Tavistock Hills Country Club, the swim club. Everything is right here. The backyard is gorgeous. I love how they've got that hedge surrounding the gazebo. You can grill in a gazebo. How fun is that? I can't go much further than this. I'm watching my signal. I'm not going to be able to show you the actual garage like going into it, but what I do want to mention is the door pulls fully up. I know you see vertical handles. Door pulls up. There is a loft, and those, like the shutter doors up top, open. It's got electric, as you can see from the fixtures. What an awesome opportunity if you're like do woodworking, refinishing furniture, if you just want to escape your family. Like sometimes I wish I had a small outbuilding to go to. You could transform it into sort of like a lounge hangout space. This is a golden opportunity. Absolutely perfect. Let me try and get you back into here. It was so bright with the sunshine, but I do want to show you this side garden here. I know my homeowner is very proud of it. It's really, really special. Look at all these beautiful plants. Pollinator heaven here. Look at our little angel. I feel like an angel out here too. I mean, it's just that good. Let's go back inside and cruise around just a little bit more. Anyone that joined late, I want to just make sure you've seen the main living spaces. Oh, look at coming into this. So quiet in here. So again, 305 Crest Ave, Haddon Heights. The list price here, very competitive, $585. We do have an offer in, more are expected. I do anticipate this being a bit competitive, just so you know you're toggling your expectations correctly. I mean, who doesn't want this kitchen? Absolutely love the kitchen. Any questions, just shout them out. We are, I think, like 15 minutes to the Ben Franklin Bridge here. You can also get to the Walt Whitman on 295, super easy. You've got Patco stations. Probably, I think Haddonfield would be the quickest trip. Could also go to Westmont if you wanted to get one stop closer. Woodcrest is not far either if you want to hop on 295, and that's a big parking lot. Just puts you a stop or two further in the wrong direction if you're going to Philly. Such a great community here. This area has been so hot. Look at this space. So, so delightful. I really enjoy being in this home. That's something I will say is every time I'm here, I just feel very at home. It feels just right. I don't think we did a close-up on the mantle here. It is a very clean house, well kept, attention to detail. If you would like to see the disclosure or any additional notes, please just DM me. I will get that right to you. Again, we have an open house tomorrow. We want you to come. Tomorrow being Saturday, September 20th, I believe. September is flying. And the weather got warm again too, which I wasn't sure if I would like, and now I do like it after a couple cool days. It feels really, really good. Everything feels like a beautiful Instagram post in here, doesn't it? All these little detail shots. And I'm gonna take you outside to the front because I think the front is really important here. if you are interested in this home and don't have a realtor, please reach us to just get scheduled and on our radar. We can get you right in. If you do have a realtor, please schedule through them or have them communicate with me if you are interested. I'll show you the front of this home. Make sure this doesn't lock behind me. Nope, it doesn't. Now I can't get too far without losing my signal, but I want to show you. Ignore my sign on the door asking people not to knock. Look at this very custom, what's it called? By Friday, you guys, I've lost all architectural terms out of my brain. Awning, got it. There's a little secret, I didn't even see this the first time I was here. There's a secret front garden here with seats and a bird feeder. You can sit and look. Doesn't this feel like Sleeping Beauty's cottage in the woods, in the glen? I kept using the word storybook. I didn't even realize I was doing it. A bunny just hopped away. Did you see it? Get a little bit of nature here. This street is one side parking and it's on the other side of the street, which we love. Look at that. Delightful. And then all of these beautiful flowers. Really well appointed entry here. Let me get down to show you. Isn't it pretty? Every little thing, all this freshly painted wood, all these custom details. Look at the lights in the railing here. And then I promised I'd show you the driveway. So look how deep. I think you can do, let me think about this. 1, 2, 3 cars for sure, maybe 4, depending on the size of the cars in a row. Isn't this fun? Delightful, beautiful. These are the words I just keep using, but I think they're correct. Let's go back in and say goodbye to one another. Oh, stepping into this is so fun. And you can do that every day if you would like to. I'm going to turn this around. I think we covered all the main points here. There's more to say about this home. When I write my listing descriptions, I am allotted 4,000 characters. It is not enough. I had to really trim because I had so much to say about this. So please read it. I spent a lot of time writing it. And we can always supplement sort of the written story with the details in the disclosure. Any questions you have, we can get answered for you. Again, no offer deadline set, although I do anticipate probably setting one soon. So watch the listing closely, either on realtor.com or homes.com if you don't have MLS access. I am the listing agent, Eliza. I want to thank you for joining me today. It was so fun to show you this home. Really enjoyed showing off such a beautiful, special home. I hope you enjoyed watching it. We would love to see you tomorrow. So come see my teammate Jenny. She will be here. Have a great rest of your Friday. It's a beautiful day. Go out and enjoy. See you at the next one. Everybody have a great weekend. Signing off, 305 Crest. Bye, guys.